Can any of my young friends tell me which and when was the last book you read? Yes, please tell me. I repeat the question. Which and when was the last book you read? No, I am not talking about the books in your school curriculum, but the ones you read for pure pleasure. I'm sure most of you will be groping for a suitable reply. If I want to find out the last movie, video game, TV program you spent your time on, or how long you surfed on the internet or were on the social media each day, then you all will have a considerable list of options to disclose. My dear friends, life has taken huge strides ahead with the fast developing technology. When I look back at the 70s and 80s, I feel that the changes in lifestyles and activities were slow paced. Those changes adhere to the passage of years because it is normal for life to evolve with time. And then came the era of the internet. The last 2 to 3 decades have changed the world, its people, their way of thinking, and their pastimes drastically. Reading, which was considered a leisure and recreational activity in my childhood days, is considered a chore by the youngsters of today. Personally, I have not given up on reading and I am always on the outlook for something good to read. Sadly, for the majority of people today, reading is a lost love. Easy access to the internet has lured most of us, especially children, to stow away books instead of tabs, cell phones, and net surfing. Now I'm going to share my personal experience. A few days back, I suggested to my son Abdul Hadi to read more books, stressing on how reading would brush up his languages and general knowledge. His reply was what I'm sure most of you must be thinking after listening these lines. What? He said in a surprised tone. What? Mummy, how can you expect me to read after all the long hours I have to study for school? Friends, although you all don't read much, I'm sure you must be aware of the multiple advantages of reading. Just to refresh your minds, I would like to remind you that reading not only entertains you, it adds to your knowledge, sharpens your writing skills, improves your grammar, and offers new avenues to your imagination. My dear friends, reading cultivates empathy and understanding of people's feelings. As you go through a good book of fiction, you begin to relate with the characters. Their joys make you happy and their sufferings make you sad. As you read about the causes of successes or failures of different people, you learn more about life. This will help you when you step out into practical life and face different problems which are a part and parcel of existence. American essayist and critic Edmund W. Whipple has summed up the benefits of reading so beautifully. He said, books are lighthouses erected in the great sea of time. Friends, today I will not talk much about the advantages of reading, but rather guide you how to get into the habit of reading and enjoying it too, instead of considering it an unpleasant task. Now I am going to share some simple tips which will help you become an ardent reader. Make reading a daily habit. New habits are hard to form, but then it is said that where there is a will, there is a way. Remind yourself daily about the numerous advantages of reading good books and how much you can learn from them. Sort out your routine and decide which part of your free time you can spare to read. Make a poster saying, I must read, and put it up in a place where you can see it many times every day. Do a bit of research. There are numerous books which you will find hard to keep down once you start reading them. The trick is to make the correct choice according to your interest. Discuss with your parents, teachers, and siblings which books are suitable for your age. You may find it hard to concentrate at the beginning, but remind yourself that you are cultivating a new habit and have to stick to it. Take one step at a time. Friends, start with an hour or a half, according to your temperament, right? Instead of a single stretch, you can break your reading into short sessions. Read as long as your interest is alive. Yes, read as long as your interest is alive. And when you feel your mind is roaming towards other activities and you are getting fidgety, keep the book aside. As you start getting involved in the story or the subject of a book, you will find yourself going back to your reading sooner than your expectation. Choose a secluded corner. Yes, choose a secluded corner. What is meant by secluded? Always having been a bookworm, I remember how annoyed I used to get when anyone interrupted me while I was enjoying a book. As I had a slight build, I had selected a high back sofa on the opposite side of the entrance of my room, in which I could hide easily with my book and stay safe from interference. Friends, while reading, choose a peaceful corner of your home, away from noise, the television, and other distractions. Be sure to put your cell phone away because a single beep may disturb your concentration. Talk about books. In your language period, whether it is English or Urdu, tell your teacher about the book you are reading. Discuss what you like about the different characters and what you dislike. When a few of you will talk about the joys of reading, I'm sure those of you who have yet to develop an interest in books will be intrigued. At home, also, at dinner, or when the family is together, ask each other what you have been reading lastly. Exchange views on stories, facts, and figures you have learned from your reading. Explore magazines. Request your parents to provide you with good reading material. Weekly and monthly magazines for children not only give you entertaining material to read, they improve your general knowledge. They also give you an insight about important events, both current and from history. You can learn a lot about people and places through these magazines. Exchange and gift books. Bookshops always intrigue and pull me towards them just like a magnet attracts iron. Visit bookstalls often to cultivate this feeling. Look out for good bargains and whenever you go for shopping, add a book to your shopping list. Exchange your books with your peers so that you can read more even when you buy less. Books with a handwritten note are the best gift you can give to a friend or sibling. Even years later, they will remind them of you and your affection. Next point, make reading a family activity. Reading together is a family activity which creates lasting bonds. Ask your parents to read aloud to you on weekends when you can stay up late. When you will grow up, you will look back and remember the evenings when you gathered around your parents while they read out aloud to you. Discussing the characters and their experiences gives you a better insight into life and the problems which are a part of it. Friends, whenever you read something interesting, knowledgeable, or humorous, remember to mark out the pages of your family reading hour. You and your siblings can take turns to read it out aloud. This will create in you a quest for more interesting read. Your parents can also give you a token prize for the one who has come up with the most interesting read. Encourage others to read. Once you discover the joys of reading, make sure that the younger ones around you also develop this habit. Give them a token reward like a candy or a bar of chocolate when they finish a book or a story in a magazine. This will make them eager to read more. My dear friends, childhood habits and interests are hard to break. I am deeply thankful to my parents, Muhammad Khurshid and Mrs. Khurshid, who helped me and my siblings in getting interested in reading. So, dear friends, go ahead and follow these simple tips. Before you know it, you will discover the joys of readings and love your newfound addiction. And always remember what the famous writer, playwright, and politician Richard Steele said: reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Now it's time to discuss the meaning. Pay close attention and I just write the words. I'm not going to write the meaning. You can turn on the caption. Okay? Keep the volume up and listen very carefully. First word is groping. Say with me, groping. It means search blindly. Second word, adhered. Adhered. Believe in and follow the practices of. Lured. Lured. Tempt to do something or to go somewhere, especially by offering some form of reward, right? Stored. Stored. Pack or store an object carefully and neatly in a particular place. Ardent. In Urdu we can say purjosh. It means enthusiastic or passionate. Ardent means passionate, enthusiastic. Next word, secluded. Secluded. A place not seen or visited by many people. Okay? That particular place is called secluded. Intrigue. Next word is intrigue. A mysterious or fascinating quality. Next word, quest. Quest, a long search for something. Roaming, moving about aimlessly. Next word, fidgety. It means restless, uneasy. Okay, thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the very end. Have a good day.